That's already 2 minutes of chatting bullshit. But anyways, guys, welcome back to my channel. As you can read from the title, we're doing our chit chat. Get ready with us. As you know, they requested in the comments, not much, but it was, it was requested in the comments for a video with Trevian. And here we are again, just doing a chit chat. Get ready with us. Might try out some new products or whatever. It's Christmas, by the way. Merry Christmas. Work don't stop, so gotta get this money.
Also, drink your water. Test it and approve all 2019.
2020.
2019, you have to test it and then approve it. So it's the end of the year. I can attest to the fact that drinking water and minding your business gives you clear skin.
Ah! Gas.
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 Gas me.
Gas. But anyways, so what is the first topic we're gonna talk about today?
Wow.
We're gonna just do like a year in review. What was 2019 for you? If the word rough was there's the one word you could describe 2019 for me, it would just be rough. Okay, rough. If you agree with that, thumbs up or leave your one word in the description bar down below. What was your word?
Oh Jesus. I said that a lot. I said oh Jesus a lot because I really needed deliverance from multiple things.
Yeah.
It was a lot. It was a lot.
It was rough, but we moved. Okay, so anyways, let me put y'all on game. These new Makeup Revolution pencils.
Bro,
like
don't even hype those shits because listen, right? Listen.
Look. It's not my fault you had
listen.
Yeah, last night Chevian do this. She unscrewed the whole thing and then it break. I told Chevian just take a lighter and like heat the bottom of it and stick it back. Chevian melt the whole fucking thing.
First of all, this is not what I'm talking about because what that is a double-ended felt tip and black coal liner. This is an eyebrow pencil. You hyping an eyebrow pencil that don't exist fucking nowhere. These things are like leprechauns. Listen, I've been to 3 major cities, 3 crivats in this one city, 1 in my city, 1 in another city, 1 in another city. I still can't find a pencil. So ask me. Is that just send me on a goose chase for nothing? Listen, don't listen to her. Use whatever working for you, sis.
If you live in the Netherlands, are you in a city where Makeup Revolution is available to you? Please buy the Makeup Revolution
dark brown
eyebrow pencil. It comes with a spoolie and an angled eyebrow pencil. Sis,
there's a precision and a filler.
I miss dollar eyebrow pencils from back home. You could not go wrong with a dollar pencil. This is things you know you just take for granted. You really don't miss the water until it runs dry. So we're gonna do our eyebrows while we chat. Our first stop, we just have some like notes written down here. So the first topic we have, is which one you want to talk about?
I'm cool with whatever.
Bitch, choose a topic. I hate.
Then go in the order that it's there. Then.
Okay, the first topic we have is Trump impeachment.
Thank you, Jesus.
Okay, because this man literally just undid everything that was progression for not only the world,
not just for his own country, but
black
for
people
in
general. Like on a worldwide perspective, everything Obama done, if you look at it, he just literally undone it.
If you remove Obama from the situation though, this man in general just doesn't make sense. He does not make sense. Like, he's not a walking joke, to be honest, because there are people that in their heart believe that, you know, they're right. And you cannot argue with a crazy person. Like, it's a proper waste of your time. Why would you scream at a wall? Like, you expecting a response?
That part.
So, you can't... If you're going to elect someone to the highest office of a country, that person should at the very least have graduated high school. At the very least. And can formulate sentences.
Oh my gosh. If I could find that video of Trump say he has the best words, I'll include it because that shit was hilarious.
What is that? What do you mean you have the best words?
I mean,
all of the words are for
English
everyone.
language.
Everyone can use the words. If you own not even if you own a dictionary. If you came out your mom and she speaks English, she taught you words. So how do you, as an individual, have the best words? Make that make sense. Right.
Speaking about election, why you say about to have election again, please?
I can't
Please.
keep up. Honestly, I can't keep up. At this point,
it's funny, but it's not funny because my father sent me this clip of.
So I just don't work.
My father sent me this clip of on CBS or CBN covering the situation of what's going on in St. Martin, and it's not cool. Imagine looking at somebody else's country on major television and it's a joke. Imagine, it's not funny. And the headline was Fumbles of Fools of the Month.
Whoa.
It was really strong, and it was really like, wow, like this is what's going on, and this is what's going on back home, and I'm not there. I'm not back home, and I'm sad looking at this coverage, and it's like, if this is what people around the world looking at. But on top of that, now we are rated #1 travel destination for 2020 and last year. But why can't we be known for something other than tourism? You understand? It has so much talent back home, so much like we got so much more to offer other than beaches and
Johnny Cakes.
Okay. The next topic we have is dating in the Netherlands, and I don't really need to go too depth into this topic because I do have a boyfriend, I do have a person. But if I did not have a person, I don't think that I would be happy finding a significant other in this country because of the barriers, not only cultural but ethical and every other boundary that there is. Because if you have ever done shared living in this country, I bow down. I would literally bow down to you, especially to her because she has done it for years. I did it for 2 months and I wanted to die. Okay? I refuse. I cannot.
No, from someone who has and is currently dating in the Netherlands.
How hard is that?
Oh, jeez. I don't want to say it's hard. It's not hard.
These people here are very childish. The men here are very, very childish. They have age but no sense.
That is pretty much what you have to deal with. You have to really and truly, like, it's a lot of weeding out the children because, and I don't usually date people my age. I usually date people much older than me for specific reasons and for obvious reasons. Not the sugar daddy reasons, because everything that I own, especially all the expensive shit that I own. Right, so like dating, first of all, as a black person in this country, struggle-tastic. As a Caribbean person in this country, there are so many odds stacked against me, it's ridiculous. Can I have a blending brush or something? Thank you.
I got you, sis.
Thank you. Somebody have to.
I'm gonna try out this new foundation. It's the MAC Pro Long Wear Nourishing Waterproof Foundation. I got this from Hudson Bay for €14.40 because they're closing down. I really don't know why. It was a good store, it was an alright store. It was like a baby to the Bancorp, but I guess it didn't last. It was a year in my city, but I see they closing down in every city, so I really don't understand.
Right, so back to dating in the Netherlands. That shit is hard, man. People are mad childish. And this whole thing about going Dutch, that don't sit with me. If you asking me out, nigga, you paying for my shit.
I don't think they understand. Okay, going Dutch basically is we all meet up, but you invite me out and I still have to pay for myself.
If I invite you somewhere, if me and you actively dating and I invite you somewhere, I will pay. That's not the issue. Whatever it is, baby, I got you. That's not the issue. My thing is, right, you expect me to go Dutch on the very first date. I've actually been on a date. We went to a restaurant. I asked multiple times, do you want to go to a restaurant? Because if I'm dating, I'm fine with us just going to get a drink and having a conversation. Because from that, I can say, cool, we could do this again, or no, I will never see you again, and for good reason. After the dinner, he was like, are we doing it apart or together? I was like, wait 1 second. Why is even that a question? Why was that even a question? These are not questions that you ask people that you actively want to date. No.
That's even from not even from the dater's perspective. It's just the way of the people here.
What crazy is, he's not from here.
No, but from my staff party, we got asked to a restaurant. I'm thinking, okay, it's a staff party, the business would pay. But I said I didn't go because my mom was here and I wanted to like show her around. I went to work a couple days later and my colleagues were like, oh, we had to pay. I was like, wait, what? You had to pay at a staff party? I was like, duh.
I understand there's a whole lot of stuff.
And on top of it, if you're going to invite me out, tell me before I leave my house if I have to pay or not. Don't wait until I get where I am and then you're gonna tell me when the bill come, yeah, everybody put out your money to pay. I just feel like that's a bit
saying, dating here is a struggle. Not even if you're dating like a Dutch guy. I can't bring myself to date a whole Dutch guy.
If you can do it, that's kudos to you.
That's fine.
That's awesome that you came out of your comfort zone and you found something that's really different for you and it's working for you. But to me, I don't think I would be able to do it.
Because I've had so many interactions with Dutchmen and they're okay. Like talking to you on a human level, removing sexual attraction or anything of that sort, I need to be able to talk to you. And if talking to you and we don't gel, then there's no reason this should go any further.
Yo, the government was listening. Are you guys like on Twitter? If you're not on Twitter, follow me on Twitter. I'll leave my handle right here. But follow your girl on Twitter.
I don't use social media like that.
I make some pretty good funnies on Twitter, and you know it's pretty lit. SXM Twitter hashtag. You don't know what I do, shorty. But I learn a lot from Twitter, especially like for example, like life hacks. It really makes you feel really stupid. Oh. Like you've been doing things wrong your whole life. That whole cutting a pineapple thing. And I just learned today how you're supposed to open a Capri Sun box, and it's like, bro,
what have I been doing, man?
Exactly. I've learned how to remove a dent from a car on Twitter.
We learned also how to fix a porcelain pipe with ramen. Yeah,
I've learned a lot on Twitter and I really appreciate that app. It is one of my favorite apps. It's my favorite app. I would not have a problem deleting any of the other apps that I own. But Twitter is amazing.
I'm 26. I don't understand why I'm still receiving
oh my gosh, I thought you was 25.
Why was I know? I'm 26. You see how fucking old I am? I'm so close to death. I'm so tired of this shit. Adulthood, worst hood ever. Get me the fuck out.
10 out of 10. The ghetto would not recommend. The next topic we have is goals, manifestation, and finding your purpose. So for goals, what are your goals for 2020, the upcoming year? Leave them down in the comment section so we could like see them and like hype up each other. Wow. So we could hype up each other and give each other, you know, motivation to see how we could like help each other. Because my thing before I leave this earth, I really want to make a difference in my generation. I want when my name is Google, put here my name, that I'm not just doing makeup on YouTube, but actually I'm making funny videos. I want for something to be purposeful. I want to be a purpose. I want my name to be purposeful. I want my life to be purposeful. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's really how you find your purpose. If you're really in tune with your soul and your angels and your God and like everything around you, you would really understand. I don't want to get too deep in this video because it's what I really love talking about.
If you want any more information on this, check out my baby girl Kia. She can give you all the tea because we have conversations about affirmation.
Kia was really helpful with me on my spiritual journey. But living here in Holland is very hard.
Attest to your faith.
Oh, it's very hard to find a church and somewhere where you could go and find help and fellowship, and it's really a struggle because when you read in your Bible, the Lord always tells you not lean on your own understanding. And I cannot get in contact with my mother for the life of me, but baby, I still love you.
She out there living her best life.
I'm not mad, baby. You do you, but just call me.
Give your children a call, please.
But I'm just saying, like when you know your purpose, when the Lord is whispering in your ear, you listen. I know it's hard. You might hear stuff coming in your ear, and you don't know what to do with this information. That's where you write it down. I write everything down. If I write in a grocery list, I write everything down because the satisfaction of checking something off is very well to me. It's very satisfying to me. Clean lines, if you watched my recent video of my kitchen renovation, If you have not, I will link it right here in the card. So please go watch that. Thank you very much.
The weirdest thing turn on.
I love home renovation. It's just like
I don't.
Because I think it's because Daddy is a carpenter. I really appreciate like the life skills that he taught me, especially
we both have the same life skills, but understand this.
I absolutely love seeing something come from nothing into something that just be very beautiful to me, especially from a piece of wood into a table or to whatever, into a door is very, very, very satisfying and beautiful to me.
You know that
you look like a ghost, bro.
Don't worry, I'm gonna tone this shit down. It's not that I don't appreciate any of that shit. I just don't want to do it. I got other things to do with my day. Marley is making an appearance soon, so you know.
Yeah, so like affirmations, my goals are to always become as much close as I can to with God, as close as whatever. I want to become like, I want to step more into myself and step more into my purpose. I have a lot of goals I want to achieve by 2021. I want multiple streams of income. I just want more and more blessings to fall upon my life and my family's life and everybody in my circle. I just want prosperity for everybody that I come into contact with, because like it's about time that we start to make a change in the world, especially people from back home in St. Martin, if we want to be known for other than tourism. Understand?
Right. I already have
I will share it. Okay, my goals are to have more than one multiple stream by 2021. I want to become very I want to be more active on my socials. I would like to be more active on my YouTube. So if you have anything that you would like to see me do or like to see me try, leave that in the comment section, you know, just like on a friendly basis. I'm not going to bite you, I'm just a human being. But there are also goals that I'm not going to share because those are
the devil is always listening, boo.
Exactly, and evil eye is real. I'm sorry, but that's really real. It's really real, and it's very scary. It's very scary.
Right. I just want to graduate school, sis. I just want to get out of these people.
I want to get a degree, my bachelor's. I would love to move on to something else. I would love to open my own. Like I would love to open my own, like what's it called? Like brand, you know, like something prosperous for the youth of St. Martin back home, like a safe haven, like a safe place, just for people to come and enjoy themselves, and for people to like look up like information when they don't know about something. Just love. I don't know how to explain it. It's just so much that I want to pour out of my heart, and it cannot come out in the right words. But when I come out with it, you better support me, okay? Wow. I'm not gonna beg you to support me, because not everybody gonna see the vision, and that's okay. That's okay. That is perfectly fine. If you don't see my vision, if you don't understand my vision, no problem. Just keep it moving. Just if you don't like it, I don't need to hear it. Just have your opinions and move on, because what you're going to say to me is not really going to change anything.
Stop the movement.
It's not really going to do anything, alright? So what are your goals for 2020? Leave those in the comments. We could discuss them. DM me, whatever. Just let's vibe. I need friends, but that's really sad to say. But
you need good friends.
I have 3. I have 3 amazing friends.
There you go.
3 amazing friends.
I really hope I'm not included in that list.
You're my sister, so I stuck with you for life.
But I'm not your friend. I'm your sister. There's a difference. Right. I'm not sharing any of my manifestation or my goals because that evil eye is real. But understand, it is for the benefit of myself and the people around me, and really and truly anybody that comes into contact with me, because I'm not a selfish person. I don't see anything, I don't gain anything by being mean. I always say this, do you win money when you're being mean to people? Do you enter the gates of heaven
any quicker?
Any quicker when you're being mean? You know you gotta be in the line for that shit.
I don't think people understand.
You getting off, like you getting sexually off when you're being mean, like that, does that turn you on?
I don't think people understand karma and how that
Ask yourself those 3 questions before you go and be mean to someone. Am I getting money for this? Am I getting into heaven any quicker? Am I being sexually turned on by this? If the third thing is doing something for you, then you need to enter not secret, because we're sexually positive here. You just need to enter a specific niche of people that enjoy that type of fetish. But you should not be projecting that on your daily life, on other people. That's all.
The next topic we have, the next topic we have is overworking.
I am a pro at that.
Since I have moved here, the words burnout have become very popular. I did not know what. I was aware of burnout, but I was not as knowledgeable as how serious the condition is and how it affects you very much in the long run. But like I said, I work part-time at Zara, and they really expect you to sign your life away. And I really don't appreciate that, because like I would always say, here in Harlem when you get a job, it's like you're a dog. It just is a metaphor. You're not trying to be rude or anything. It's like you literally sign your life away. You're a dog and they work you. And if you get too many injuries or you're not producing the work as good as it is, they're going to let you go and they find another person to replace you.
You're dispensable.
And I'm just saying, like, in the long run, I'm just doing something part-time. I am not trying to stay here forever to build up another person's business when I could be doing something for myself. This is just part-time. This is not long-term. And I need for these people here to understand that I'm not going to sign away my life for you for part-time. It's a no for me.
I can't come here and kill myself.
I can't come and kill myself for you. I can't do it. I can't come and do that.
Now, from somebody who is actually in the process of recovering from burnout, I've been home for the past 6 months.
And that has been a very, very scary 6 months, because there's a lot of stuff that I did not know that came with burnout, and seeing it firsthand, bro, it's not something very good. I'm sorry, it's not something very good. It's not a good sight. It's not something that you would want to happen to your family member. Ew.
I've been in and out of the hospital since July.
Yeah.
Since July.
They would fucking tell her to take paracetamol.
I'm so tired. I actually went to the hospital at 2 o'clock in the morning for a doctor to tell me, I'm sorry, you should just take paracetamol. I was tight. But again, we move. Here we are.
I
doing makeup Sunday. Today's not Sunday, but
it's Christmas. Merry Christmas again. Oh, what did you guys have for Christmas dinner? We had KFC. We're gonna try Christmas again tomorrow.
We try again tomorrow.
Okay, so don't judge us. Today was I got home from work at 8 o'clock, and I did not remember that the stores were going to be closed before 8 o'clock, because I'm custom stores closing at 9 o'clock, and I was just devastated. I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna stress myself out. It's just me and Trev. Baby's back home. He just buried his father. My mother not here.
R.I.P. Paul.
R.I.P. Paul. I'm so sorry, babe. I really wish I was there to be with you, but we moved. This Christmas, this was really one of the worst Christmases I've had, but I'm just trying to find the bright side of it, because I can't come up. Remember the lady video we was watching today when she looked so good.
The catfish is real out here.
I understand why men just be so upset when women take off their makeup, because that was a lot for me.
Listen.
Okay, I feel like, okay, to you I may look different with makeup on, but to myself,
I look the same.
But
I'm not spending all this money to look the same. The fuck?
Children, that energy does not match you. That energy does not match you, sis.
I'm just saying, but this is the energy that some people is moving, and I'm like, I mean, if it works for you, do that shit, boo. Do what works for you. However, I really like my face. It took me a really long time to get with my face, and I'm not trying to change it. No.
These people here don't give me a heart attack with these firecrackers, I promise.
I really like my face. I love my face, every single feature. I just wish my lashes were a bit longer, but other than that, love my face. I'm not really trying to change nothing. I'm just trying to accentuate what we got going on. You see these jawbones?
I learned what really made me fall in love with makeup. I went to MAC to buy my first lipstick, and the lady that was selling it to the salesperson was Stacy. If you know Stacy, the very beautiful dark skinned lady with no hair, the Jamaican lady, and she told me makeup is to accentuate your beauty, not to cover it or hide it. And to me, that just stuck with me forever, and I was like, wow. And she looked so beautiful.
I'm not going to lie, Stacey eyeshadow looks as bad.
Stacey as a person is just beautiful.
Such a nice person.
Beautiful.
This is almost 10 years ago.
Exactly.
10 years ago. We gotta drop the excess back in here because you want to know why? We don't waste in this household.
We don't waste in any black household.
We don't waste. Number one, the small version of the powder is a week's worth of groceries.
Exactly. But staying on the topic of makeup, when I just moved to Holland,
triggering.
I'm sorry, but this country is very, very triggering for me, and it's not. It just doesn't sit well with my spirit. Like, if you ever watched the Will Smith interview that he did when he was speaking about different countries and how it affects them and their family, like for example, he said Los Angeles is not good for his aura, but it's the camera cut, and I was explaining how when one of Will Smith's kids said, he explained that the country agrees with their system and their aura, but for him he can't, and he keeps I was gonna say overgeven. That's throwing up in Dutch. I don't remember much Dutch words. English words. That's why I can't talk English too good anymore. My vocabulary is not limited. Please don't come for home. Don't do that. But I really after watching that video, I really understood what he meant, and it's like,
Will Smith is also a very, very
inspirational person.
Him and Jada, love them. Michelle Obama, that's my second mama. Read her book, it's good.
And it's like, that's how I feel about here, because when I first came here, I was doing YouTube, and I was running out of makeup. I was like, you know what? I was telling my mom, I don't need to buy makeup anymore. I gonna be good, and I come up here because you know your pay is international. You can get like all the international brands, and it's like, it was very disheartening when I went to the makeup stores like Issy Paris, Douglas,
50 Shades of
Main Course, Clayvat, and I walk inside and it's like, okay, walking down.
50 Shades
you see the brands and it's like, okay, let me go get my color from this. I want a Clinique, I want a Lancome, and it's like, oh. I mean, where's my color?
Also,
like,
if
on top of that, you wouldn't even get serviced from the workers here, and it's like,
if anybody you have realized, exactly that too. I am lighter than Zyda, and I can't. Listen, I can't even find my shade in most of these foundations, and I'm lighter than Zyda. That should tell you something.
It made me feel really bad. I stopped doing videos because I couldn't find makeup. I would just stop wearing makeup. I would have my mother ship me makeup. I would have to leave the country if I wanted to find makeup. That just took a really big toll on my self-confidence, because
it makes you think, like, are you
on top of dealing with the cultural barriers, on top of that, like
the constant overt and covert racism
is it was just a lot. And then you'd be on social media and you'd be like, damn, I want to try this, I want to look like this, and it was just not working. It was just not, it looked neat. It wasn't working.
It passed neat.
Hell on neat.
Right, so trying to be expressive. I mean, some people get it done, but trying to be expressive, and for Zyda specifically when it comes to makeup, like I said, makeup is not my territory. But even if I want like a good concealer or a good foundation because I'm going out, it's next to impossible for me to find one, especially to find one in my shade.
It took me 9 months until I bought another foundation, and it was from
Girl.
Oh my gosh, I bought it on Boozy Shop. I don't remember which foundation it was. It took me that long to find another foundation, and I filmed a video with it. If it wasn't for that website and my mother and my sister and my boyfriend gassing me up, and people telling me why I stopped recording videos, I would not. It would have taken me a little while longer to just find back that confidence, because around me, one, I don't have any. Not that I need gratification. I need people around me to make me feel better, or that I need to have somebody to tell me that something. But it feels good when you have people that look like you around you, so you get that sort of like, aha, I'm not alone.
This is why community is very important.
It's like there's no community.
Well, there's a Samaritan community. We just need to do better at being a part of it. But again, we don't know girls, listen.
I feel like
When you're a
majority
child
of
of the light, when you're a child of the light and the sun and the beach, this place is not actual with my internal
Makeup Revolution C18 to contour.
I don't cream contour. That's the extra stuff that just can't be bothered with. Oh yes.
But then that leads me to social media and popular idols and what people look up to. I feel like the majority of the women now that's in black women now in the media is plastic Barbies. And not okay. I'm not trying to sound rude or one-sided or whatever, but if you want to like fill yourself with silicone or whatever, I'm not hating on you. I'm not doing any of that. But it's just whole 360 from what we used to grow up looking up to in the 90s to now. Everybody is built the same. Everybody looks the same. It's like a dolly house, like, you know, a doll factory, and they all look the same, and that's what we have as influencers to look up to. But I don't, this is gonna sound really bad. I'm not trying to make it sound bad, I really promise. But this is just what I see from my own eyes and my social media and what's going on in the media around me. This is just my perspective, this is my opinion. You may not agree with it, okay?
But this also comes back down to, it's your social media. You can follow who you want.
Exactly. I follow a lot of people from the UK because I feel like people in the UK just embody who they are, and they're more natural. If you get boob job, if you get boob lift, that's no problem. Like cosmetic like surgeries is cool to me, but if you're gonna do the whole implantations and the transitions and like a BBL, no problem. It's still yours, you understand? It's still part of you. It's not like foreign objects or foreign cultures they transferred into your body. You understand? That's just that. And I feel like, yeah, I just feel like now, like, bleeding back to dating, that's what most men want you to look like. And I am not a one size fits all baby girl. I'm not that.